everybody, I'm Gwen.
And I'm Sam, and we're the Priest family. And we would like to share a word of encouragement for you guys this year. Last year was a very interesting year for us. We had a lot of changes that happened in our lives, and we quite weren't ready for them, but through God, He made us ready, and we were able to bounce back through a lot of different issues and take care of a lot of different things. But if you heard our testimony, you know that God took us from one place, and we thought we were going somewhere else, and He took us to another place. And we enjoy being in Green Bay, and we enjoy being at Elevation Church. This is our home now, and we are very happy to be part of this family. But during that time period, part of it was Christmas, and we didn't know what we were going to do. We were financially in debt out of nowhere. We went from being prosperous to not having the things that we needed, or at the time we didn't think we did. But provision is what God gives you during that time. It's not always the amount of money that you have or having a crazy house. Provision is actually God taking care of you, and He always did through these periods. And we always thought we were not going to make it. We weren't going to be able to support things or take care of our bills. But you know what? God was always there for us, and He still continues to be there for us. But one of the key verses that I stuck with during this time period was Psalms 91:1. And if you ever have an issue, you can always look at 911. Just remember that as an emergency contact, as an emergency way of looking at things. But this is something I learned 20 years ago when I was in Bible college, and it's always stuck with me. And it's whoever dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall rest in the shadow of the Almighty. And I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save me from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. And He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and your rampart. And you will not fear the terror by night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks you in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys you at midday. And it didn't matter what the devil was trying to do during this time period that God was trying to shift things. I couldn't be fearful of what was going on. And that was a very important thing to understand, was to be obedient and not be fearful. See, fear is false evidence appearing real. And during this time period where people financially can't support themselves or don't know where the next paycheck's going to come, just trust in God. If you put your trust in Him, things will change. And I think that's an important aspect, an important thing for people to grasp, is that God has you covered, that He is for you, that He is there for you, and He will take care of you no matter what. Another verse that came to my wife's spirit today was this.
So a verse that I always like to refer to is Luke 2, verse 10 to 11. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord." I feel that around this time of year, we lose sight of, or let me rephrase that. I feel that we always want to be around our family, and given the circumstance with COVID, how we're not able to gather the way we want to, how we can't be as intimate with one another as we would like to, given the circumstance, I think that we've lost sight of God always being there, and God providing, and God bringing that light into our lives. So with that being said, I hope that this season brings you light, brings you peace, brings you prosperity, brings you together in unity, and keeps you with the mindset that He is always there, that He has you in the palm of His hand, and that He loves you so, so very much.
It's important not to be afraid, but understand that this time of the year is to celebrate the Messiah and His return and who He is in our lives.